John Parrott was born on May 11, 1964, in Liverpool, England, into a family with no particularly notable background in professional sports. Growing up in the heart of the city, John showed an early affinity for various sports, including football and tennis, but it was snooker that eventually captured his full attention. He was introduced to snooker at a young age, and it quickly became a passion. Parrott's father, a football fan, encouraged him to be active in sports, and Parrott enjoyed spending his free time practicing and refining his skills. As a teenager, Parrott began playing competitive snooker and quickly gained a reputation as a talented, determined player. He took his first steps toward a professional snooker career when he entered the world of amateur competitions. His early performances were impressive, and it was clear that he possessed both the technical ability and mental toughness needed to succeed at the highest levels of the sport. In 1980, at the age of 16, Parrott turned professional after a solid run in the amateur circuit, winning local and regional titles. His initial rise in the snooker world was steady, but not meteoric, as he faced stiff competition from the established players of the time. During these early years, Parrott honed his skills and became known for his calm demeanor and precise shot-making, which helped him stand out from other players. His ability to remain composed under pressure was an attribute that would prove invaluable throughout his career. As a young player, Parrott faced several challenges, not least competing in a highly competitive environment where figures such as Steve Davis, Ray Reardon, and Terry Griffiths were firmly entrenched as the sport's leaders. However, his persistence and dedication paid off, and by the mid-1980s, Parrott was beginning to make his mark on the snooker world. Career peak. John Parrott's breakthrough came in 1991, when he won his first ranking title at the Professional Players Tournament. This victory marked the beginning of his ascent to the upper echelons of snooker. At that point, Parrott had already built a reputation for his skill and determination, but the win was a key turning point that established him as one of the sport's rising stars. Shortly after, Parrott reached a new level of prominence in the snooker world. His most significant career achievement came in 1991 when he won the World Snooker Championship at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield, one of snooker's most prestigious tournaments. At the time, snooker was dominated by established names such as Steve Davis, who had been world champion 6 times. However, Parrott's victory in the 1991 World Championship signaled the arrival of a new contender. In a thrilling final against the legendary Jimmy White, Parrott came from behind to win 18-11, taking the title after a highly competitive and tense match. This victory cemented his status as one of snooker's greats, and it would define his career peak. Following his World Championship victory, Parrott became a regular fixture in the latter stages of major tournaments, and his consistency in high-pressure situations earned him the respect of both fans and players. In the same year, Parrott achieved a career-high ranking of world number 3, solidifying his place among snooker's elite players. Throughout the 1990s, Parrott continued to perform at the highest levels, winning additional ranking titles, including the 1991 British Open and the 1994 Grand Prix. He reached several semifinals and finals in the most prestigious tournaments, further enhancing his reputation as a major force in snooker. His technical skill, tactical awareness, and calm temperament allowed him to thrive in long, drawn-out matches, and he earned a reputation for being one of the most resilient players in the sport. His achievements during this period, including several tournament victories and high finishes in world rankings, firmly placed him among snooker's premier players. One of the defining aspects of Parrott's career was his ability to perform under pressure, particularly in major finals. His triumph at the World Championship in 1991 demonstrated his capacity to deliver on the sport's biggest stage, and he would continue to challenge for titles in the years that followed. Parrott's career reached its zenith in the early 1990s, but he would remain a significant figure in snooker for much of the decade. Main achievements. John Parrott's career is defined by a series of exceptional achievements that solidified his place in snooker history. Among his most notable accomplishments are World Snooker Championship 1991. Parrott's most iconic achievement came when he won the World Snooker Championship in 1991. Defeating Jimmy White in the final, Parrott claimed his first and only World Championship title. The victory was a culmination of years of hard work and determination, and it remains the pinnacle of his career. British Open 1991. In the same year as his World Championship win, Parrott also claimed the British Open title, a tournament that would go on to become one of the most important in his career. His success in the event demonstrated his ability to compete at the highest levels across multiple tournaments. Grand Prix 1994. Parrott added to his ranking title collection by winning the 1994 Grand Prix. The victory helped maintain his position among the sports elite, and it was another key moment in a highly successful period for the player. Multiple ranking titles. Over the course of his career, Parrott amassed a total of 18 ranking titles, making him one of the most successful players of his era. His consistent ability to win tournaments and reach finals kept him in the top ranks for much of his career. World Championship Finals. In addition to his 1991 triumph, Parrott reached the final of the World Snooker Championship twice, in 1991 and again in 1994. Though he lost the 1994 final to Stephen Hendry, his final appearances underscored his standing as one of the sport's most consistent performers at the Crucible Theater. Top 16 player consistently, Parrott maintained a spot in the top 16 of the world rankings for nearly a decade, solidifying his status as one of the sport's top competitors. His longevity and consistency in a highly competitive field were key factors in his success. Famous rivalries. Throughout his career, Parrott was involved in several memorable rivalries with some of snooker's best players, including Steve Davis, Ronnie O'Sullivan, and, most notably, Jimmy White. These rivalries helped elevate Parrott's profile and contributed to his legacy in the sport.